Well, good morning, all you beautiful people. Welcome to the Vans backyard farming here on the east coast of South Africa. And one of the daily jobs, letting the chickens out. Hello, good morning, good morning. Yes, good morning. All 9 of you. Absolutely. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful earthworm there. Wow. Oh, and that's what chickens do. So let's just check on how many eggs we got here so far this morning. Oh, great, man. We've got 2 this side in the one nesting box and 1 in the other nesting box. So it appears that method is working. You know, where we separated the eggs into the different nesting boxes. Had a good rain last night, so I'll show you the Jojo tank now, or the water storage tank. Let's check. Look here, how much water. Oh, back to there. So again, roughly about 150 liters. This is where we have our beautiful orchids. So if you spotted any orchids there that you know the name of, please drop them in the comments, because I definitely don't know all the names of those orchids. And then here, growing wildly, our avo tree in the driveway, we have another bunch of orchids. Myself and my daughter Avo came out to come and take a look at the beans, and came to come take a look at this, and oh my gosh, how's the size of this?
It's literally bigger than my hand.
Look at that. Check at the size of that. Oh my gosh, that is the biggest bean I've ever seen. But yeah, anyway, so that's we just came out to come check on the chickens and came to check on the crops in the tunnel. And yeah, thought we'd have to show you that bean. That is massive. And I mean, there are so many hanging here.
There's like one here.
Look, there's another one here.
I spotted one more. It was like
that's the big one we just saw.
So one was like 7.
Oh, there's some more here, down there. I mean, just look at all these beans hanging here. It is just so much. We're going to be able to eat off this. Oh, there's another one there. Another big one there. Beautiful. So we'll come and harvest there when we need again. But yeah, produce more than you consume. That is the way to go. And we'll chat to you guys later. So just coming to collect those eggs, and as I showed you a little bit earlier, we've got nesting box 1, 3 eggs there, and now nesting box 2, we've got 5 eggs. So a good 8 eggs for the day. Not a bad one. Whilst we're looking at all the different fruit and vegetables growing in our tunnels and stuff, I just thought let me come show you the rest of it. So we've got macadamia growing here. This is a 1-year-old, nice and healthy, doing well. We got it from a local farmer, a local macadamia farmer, and they were kind enough to give us one of those. So we've got another macadamia here. And this is about 3 years old apparently. And we've got limes in the background. We've got lots hanging here, all over. If you can see that, there's a lemon growing there. So yeah, lemons, limes, and here is a little orange tree. Just starting off. It's a little orange tree. And this is about 1.5 years, 2 years now, I think it is. Right, so we're in greenhouse 2, as you've seen on the sign that the kids made in yesterday's video. So this is our grenadilla growing here. Grenadilla, we know it as grenadilla. I think maybe you'll know it as passion fruit. And we've got pawpaw growing here. A few minis, but it's not going to work. It's not working, I can see it already. And then grape. This is our grape tree going all the way down there. So yeah, this grape tree, we still need to prune it and run it properly, but it's going to work. And then this is the pawpaw that we replanted, that came down from the original greenhouse right at the bottom of the yard. And then our tomatoes, and this was, if you remember this was the area that we took out the sweet potato, which we've now put the pawpaw tree in here, and we've just replanted some of these pumpkins. I'm not 100% sure what pumpkins these are, but we've one of the things with the chickens and just taking their chicken manure, if you call it that, from their coop and just putting that in buckets and spreading that out over our yard. You're supposed to let it rest for a few months, but anyway, so when we spread it out, little shoots start coming up, and that's just how nature works. Nature is going to kick your ass in this in gardening. You can plant as much as you want, but nature will always win. So we found that these pumpkins have started growing all over the place, so I've taken them out from there and replanted them where we wanted them to go. So anyway, so this is where we're going to plant. The pumpkins are in the ground here, and we'll just see what happens with those. And then this is where the tomato bush is going to be, as I mentioned in the previous video. And then just an update, follow-up report on our beans that we had growing here, and all the way to the front gate on that side. So here's an example of, we put this chicken manure in here, and as you can see, the pumpkins that are coming up, there's a few mealies coming up, or corn. We call them mealies here, you'll call them sweet corn there, or maize. Anyway, so there's pumpkins growing all over the place here, and these are just pumpkin seeds that we would have fed to the chickens, and that's what gets left over. So yeah, carrots in the background, and here behind me is our beetroot, doing really well, and the new shoots that are coming up here is a broccoli. Not sure if we've actually covered this, but I've spoken about the different terraces that we have, because the property runs at a bit of a slope all the way down. So I created these terraces, and as you can see, this wire fence, I'll try to get you a bit of a better angle here. This wire fence runs along here, and that creates the second terrace. Now, a bit of a different concept, and if you find that your property is on different levels and you need to terrace it, this might be a good idea for you. Is that this creates a compost, so you compost in the back here, and that compost adds the nutrients and everything else to the ground, which then feeds through to your next layer. So that's our concept, our system, and it's working here for us. Hopefully it works for you, but if you didn't quite understand all of that, drop me a comment in the comment section, and I will try and cover that again for you in another video. That's the avocado pear tree. It goes probably about 4 or 5 meters high there, and we've cut that, trimmed that at the top, so that everything is going to hang nice and low. Everything's going to hang nice and low when we're wanting to harvest. So this is just over half a meter from the ground, and we're going to be able to harvest in the future from down here. There's no point having your avocado tree so high that you can't reach anything. Just like our lemon tree and our lime tree, we prune them at the top so that it fills them up, and it sends that energy into the lower branches. Our bananas are busy fruiting, so there's a fruit stalk, and it's going to take about 3 to 4 months before those are ready to harvest. So it's super exciting, first time for us. Let's go take a look. And it's
Stuck up here. So it's way too big.
Look at that. So that, beautiful. So that fruiting stalk will hang there, and those bananas are going to ripen. It's going to take 3 to 4 months before they are ready for us to harvest, and then we'll store them in a cool, dry place, probably in the garage or something like that. But super exciting. We're very, very excited about this.
I mean, but it's actually basically our first bananas that actually have like grown in our banana tree.
Yeah, the first time that we've got to this level, and as you can see, all the other ones are starting to come up and going to be ready to start replacing that one after we harvest from here. So very exciting, and I just thought we wanted to show you guys that. Cool, eh? Nice. Bye for now.
Bye. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give a big